Hello. Um, I hope that you can hear me. I have this microphone propped up, and also the way that I have you set up is really janky because I forgot to bring down my tripod, and I'm too lazy to go back upstairs to my room to go get it. So we're just gonna have to go with this. Actually, let me show you what you look like right now. So you're balanced on um a tennis racket on top of a recycle bin, which I turned into a container for my tennis balls. And I'm using a deck of cards to keep you from falling forwards. And also, there's a friendship edition of We're Not Really Strangers on the back. And then, of course, there's the microphone. So this is really fucking janky, but it's fine. I am in the garage right now. This is my little studio space. Well, I can't talk. This is my little studio space area, which I haven't bothered to organize, but it's fine. I mean, it was organized when I started putting shit down here. But other than that, I haven't really been down here because I started setting up this place about the end of the summer of 2025, which was after I worked at an arts camp. And then I started working at this studio, and then all of my winter and all my fall and winter, basically, I was working, and it was too cold to come down here and do all the shit that I would usually do, like paint, draw, or just sew. I have my mom's sewing machine out here, and yeah, I have been making a lot of excuses to not come down here, and it's really bad, but I'm going to make some weekly commitments so I actually get some projects done, because this video is actually about finishing things in general. So I'm gonna read, oh, sorry, I keep stuttering, and also like my voice feels very, I don't know how to describe it, like really dry. My throat feels dry because I've been working all day. I got up at 5 a.m., 8.5 hours of work, 2 hours of commute, basically. I haven't even taken a nap. So, yeah, my brain is kind of fried. So, excuse me if I stutter or become incoherent. But, anyways, I'm going to read you something I wrote up a few days ago, and then I'm going to talk about it. Posting like it's 2016 again. So, here we are. I just have it on a document here. Okay. I feel like the nostalgia is still really big right now, and I'm kind of feeling it too. You guys want to know something that my design professor said to me in my senior year of college? Something that I've never forgotten. He said something along the lines of, I was blocking my microphone. Okay, hopefully that picked it up. Anyways, he said something along the lines of, "You seem to never finish things. I think you might get into a bad habit of abandoning things too early instead of working through things." Something I've been learning as I post on YouTube regularly is that once it's uploaded, it's done. You can't really go back and edit it. Maybe you can take some stuff out if you get a copyright strike or something, but you can't completely change video once you've uploaded it. And I find that really, I don't know how to describe it, fulfilling, satisfying, relieving. Like once I've given it up to the site, it's really out of my hands and I can't backtrack and change things. You can't really upload anything incomplete. It's a video. It has a start and an ending. Some thoughts might be unfinished, but technically it has an endpoint. It's complete. And I've been finding that recording and creating these videos have been exercises in addressing this problem that my professor accurately predicted of me. I haven't put too much thought into creating the perfect video either, because this is all just practice right now. I'm making shitty vlogs and low effort Minecraft content, basically, but I'm fine with it. And that brings it back to this nostalgic feeling I've been having lately, specifically in terms of my social media usage. I got on the internet at quite a young age, and it's kind of bad. My mom made me a Facebook account around 2012 because it was one of the main ways, if not the only way, I could keep in contact with family in the Philippines. I moved to the US when I was 8 years old. Then I discovered Instagram, and then my experience escalated from there. I got on the sites I probably shouldn't have, Wattpad, discovered topics at too young of an age, probably, but I'm fine for the most part. I'm thankful I never got too curious to push things in a dangerous way, like in ways that would put me in physical danger, like meeting up with random people online. Which, I mean, like, people have made friends online before, and it turns out completely fine, but, like, I mean, in terms of meeting men or something. You know what I mean. Anyway, I was a frequent shit poster on Instagram as a kid. I still have a lot of my not videos, my photos up. Also, I'm probably using that term incorrectly, but whatever. But I would post a lot, and I've actually kept it up. Wow, I just said that. A lot of it consisted of Minecraft screenshots, wallpapers. I would shade. What the fuck? Okay. Let me read what I have. Okay. Many of it consisted of Minecraft screenshots, wallpapers I would share because I liked them, and whatever else. The funniest thing, though, that I like to look back on is how I would write my captions. I was acting like I had an audience, which is what I'm doing right now. And only people from my school and my friends were following me. And it's so funny to look back on, but honestly, I'm amazed with myself. I was truly just enjoying social media for what it was at the time. I didn't really care about how others perceived me. Okay, that might be a lie. I cared that they would think I was cool, and that my friends cared about what I was up to. But I mean, that was about it. Posting on YouTube without trying to go viral or make things super aesthetic or even creating the perfect thumbnail to get clicks. It's been healing, really, in a weird way. I feel like I'm in middle school again, obviously without the maturity of a middle schooler. I swear to God. Posting. Okay. I feel like I'm in middle school again, posting just whatever the hell I want without carrying it. It's been a long day, guys. Hold on. Posting just whatever the hell I want without caring if the bigger world will see it, and just having fun with it. And this has been teaching me a lot about how I've been so stuck in my head that I forgot how easy it is to just do things. The hardest part is starting, but once you get that ball rolling, the possibilities are endless. Anyway, those are just some thoughts that have been floating around in my head for a while. Thanks for listening. Okay, so there's a lot to unpack there. Now, obviously, my professor, he's so great. I had a lot of just conversations about life and what I want to do, really. I went to him a lot to just get perspective on things because he was not afraid to be very blunt. And for me, those conversations were really insightful because it taught me a lot about being objective with myself and being honest with myself in general. So he said that this was during, like I said, yeah, senior year of college. It might have actually also been towards the end of my junior year because that was when I really started thinking about how or what I wanted to do for my senior show. And I started having studio visits with my professors. But he said that I seemed to have a habit that was developing where I would abandon things, and he has been completely right. I mentioned this in, I think, a vlog I will post next week, but I have been stuck in art block for like a year, basically, since I graduated college. But I mean, no, I don't have an excuse because after college, I graduated in April, so I had May, basically a whole month off. And that was pretty great, actually. And it really allowed me to just, that's scary. The light of the garage is flickering on and off, and I think it's because it doesn't know that I'm in here. I'm scared. What was I saying? Fuck, it's 9:39. I wanted to edit this video tonight, but I might have to do it tomorrow after work. It's fine. It'll work itself out. God, I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Month of May 2025, I was basically just taking some time off because college, graduation, all the ending bullshit. It was a lot to deal with, to be honest. But then June, July, August, I was working on an arts camp as a camp counselor, and I had a second job as a studio assistant for the visual arts department. And I was mainly in sculpture, but they would move me around to different studios because they ended up being shorthanded for some things. So I ended up working in the digital studio as well. And I spent like a day in junior ceramics, which was really interesting because there were a lot of these like 9 or 10-year-olds that were really into clay. And they were pretty good at it, which was so fascinating. But anyways, sidetrack. I had a perfect opportunity to just make art there, but honestly, I was so stressed out because my co-counselor didn't really end up doing anything. Like, she didn't want to. So I took on most of the work the entire summer, which wasn't great, but whatever. I'm past it. And then I come back in August, like, I go on a 3 or 4 day trip to Chicago with a friend I made at the arts camp, who was a counselor living right next door to me. And then I come back home and one of my dog fucking dies. And then obviously I was grieving for a long time, and I still kind of am, but then I end up finding fucking work at a studio in September, and then I was there until March. Well, technically February, because in February, like, I went to the Philippines because my grandma was getting surgery because she fell and broke her hip in December, and I stayed there for a month, and then I come back home on March. I quit my job, and then just a whole month of applying to shit. And then I get my job in April, and now it is May. It's May 7th. Oh my god. There's been a lot of things that's been happening actually over the past year. And I know I do get a lot of time to just make art, but I have spent so much time doom scrolling instead. And I've been getting so stuck in my head about how I want to do specific projects. Like, I get stuck in the planning phase. And that's really the root of the problem. I'm getting stuck in I'm just not starting anything. And something that this professor who kind of called me out, something that he always told me, like, he always mentioned to me, is like, you have to think through making. You have to create, and then in the process of creation, that is thinking. And that is how you're going to figure out your way through a specific project. And like, you just have to do shit. You just have to start a project. And this entire YouTube channel, where I've been talking to myself, talking to no one of my friends, or two, maybe three of my friends know about it right now. think some people I know from school are subscribed to this channel, which is kind of crazy to me because I've never really advertised it. Yeah, like this has been a project, and it's been really it's been teaching me a lot about completing things, like I said. And I say that I feel like I'm posting in 2016 again because I was in actually I graduated. I finished middle school in 2016, and then 2017, or actually the fall of 2016, leading into 2017, that was like the freshman year of high school for me, right? I feel like I have so much freedom. I'm getting a lot of enjoyment posting on YouTube, like I did posting on Instagram as a middle schooler, as a high schooler. And it all leads back to Minecraft. I guess I just wanted to talk about it, think out loud. I never really thought that I do well speaking out loud or like thinking through speaking. I feel like I prefer writing more, but I'm trying out different ways of thinking, obviously. You can't expect to create something perfect. And I know for me, I always think, like, as I'm planning projects, I'm like, oh, I'm not aiming for, wow, I can't speak. I'm not aiming for perfection, but before I realize I am, by trying to plan it out and trying to understand how this might go. And then I never end up exploring anything. And that sucks the creativity out of the projects that I could be doing. So, you know what? I'm just going to start doing shit. Some things that I have been doing, which I'm really happy about, is okay, I started a bi-weekly craft night with one of my friends. She lives in the city that I work at. So on Fridays after work, I end up getting dinner with her, and then we craft for a little bit, whatever project that we want to do. I say this like it's been going on for a while. It literally started 2 weeks ago. So this Friday, tomorrow, it's literally the second time, but we continue Saturday morning, and then I go home because I need to do my laundry on Saturdays. Anyways, yeah. And then I'm also doing, feedback exchange, kind of, not kind of, that is what I'm doing. I've been finally writing, and I've been trying to write a fantasy novel. Like, there's been an idea stuck in my head since middle school and leading into high school, and I'm making it a reality, and it's really bad right now. Um, but it's the first draft, and I'm finally getting it out of my head because over literally 9 years ago, 2026. Yeah, 10 years ago. Oh my god. I have been stuck in brainstorming, world building phase. And I just talked about what I talked about. So yeah, I'm doing that. So yeah, I'm very excited. It's been really nice. I've been brainstorming for the next few chapters, during my breaks or my lunchtime at work. And it's been, again, a great exercise. So yeah, so I'm doing things, learning how to finish, learning how to finish it. And I don't know, I'm just excited about what the hell I'm going to do next. So yeah, it's 9:48 p.m. and I am 18 minutes past my bedtime. Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep and then I'll edit this video and then I'll upload it on Saturday, like usual. Welcome back to my room, by the way. I didn't say that at the beginning. Whatever. Who cares? Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep. And I will talk to you again whenever that may be. It's next week. I'm uploading weekly, guys. Goodbye. Good night.